Hello, America. I am Luke Cheney, my partner,
Jared Parker.
and this is JP and Cheney in the mornings. Now, today we're gonna have our NFL preview, and we're gonna go division by division, giving a preview of the team. So let's start off with the AFC East. What do you think about the Patriots this year?
Well, I think the Patriots, they're still going to be the best in the league, but the Dolphins and Jets are getting better. Well, and they have young talent coming up in the league, but I still think the Patriots are gonna win this year, and maybe this year will be one of their last years coming on top for now.
Oh, we have a caller in.
Hang up. Turn it off, turn it off.
Do you mean by the Patriots in the league or just the division?
In the division. But the Patriots are still one of the best in the league. You know, top 5 team, but Tom Brady's getting old, and a lot of their players are getting old, and they need some new young talent.
And with the Jets, they had a very good free agency, signing Eric Decker, Chris Johnson, Michael Vick, making lots of good moves in the offseason. And the Jets are in a rebuilding phase, but who do you think will win that battle between Geno Smith and Michael Vick?
Well, I think Michael Vick is the better QB, but I don't think he's going to be able to play at the level that they want them to, and I think Geno Smith is going to end up with the starting job. But Michael Vick and Geno Smith play a sort of similar game, so it will be interesting to see if Michael Vick can mentor Geno.
Buffalo Bills.
And with the Buffalo Bills, they made lots of good moves in the draft. They traded away Stevie Johnson to the 49ers for a 5th round pick. They traded up with the 9th pick to get the 3rd pick overall and Sammy Watkins. What are your expectations on Sammy Watkins?
Well, he's a great receiver, lots of talent. He's very athletic. You know, with the Jets, they just signed Eric Decker, so with the Bills getting Sammy Watkins, they can play that game too, getting a great receiver fresh out of college, and I have high expectations. I expect him to end up being one of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah, with that new receiving tandem of Robert Woods and Sammy Watkins, it could be interesting. And with the Dolphins, Miami's team, do you think Ryan Tannehill will take that big leap, maybe lead the Dolphins to a playoff team in 2014?
I mean, they're hoping for it because he's a great QB. He has a lot of potential, untapped potential, and he needs to expose it to everyone, show the world what he can really do. And really, those balls to Mike Wallace were a huge factor. They just couldn't connect, and if they end up connecting on those throws, they could be a great duo.
Now let's see if we go quickly throughout the other divisions. AFC North, who do you think will win out of this? The Bengals, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns. Who do you see topping that division?
Well, actually, Bengals, because they have a young QB in Andy Dalton. They have AJ Green, a solid defense. I really think they'll end up pulling out first in the division.
I agree with you, especially with like you said, Andy Dalton, AJ Green, and with their emerging running backs, Giovanni Bernard and nice veteran and Benjarvis Green Ellis. I think they'll come out of the division. And how about the AFC South? The Colts, Texans, Titans, and Jaguars.
Colts. I mean, Andrew Luck is young, and he's leading that team to great fates. I mean, he's a great QB. He's a dual threat when needed to be, and he'll end up being a great QB in this league.
Yes, I picked the Colts to come on top at first, but I think the Texans will make it interesting if Arian Foster's healthy, especially with that two defensive end matchup when you got J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. And I think the Texans will make it interesting. Our final division, the AFC West, you got the Broncos, you got the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. Who do you think?
Well, I think the Broncos are gonna come first, but it'll be interesting between the Chiefs and the Chargers. I think the Chiefs are going to end up getting a wild card, and maybe the Chargers might end up getting a wild card too. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Broncos are the surefire #1 team in that division. But I think San Diego and Kansas City will really be battling out between Alex Smith and Phillip Rivers and Ryan Matthews and Jamal Charles. So it'll be interesting. Now out of that whole conference, who do you think will come out in the AFC?
It's interesting, you know, you have the Broncos, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Colts, but I can't really come to a conclusion currently, but if I had to choose on last season's results, it would actually be the Colts because, you know, Andrew Luck is getting better as the days go on.
I think it's also a little early to tell, but I think it'll come down to the Denver Broncos. And to be honest, the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the Bengals have a nice shot with their defense, their defense up front, and their very explosive offense to knock the Broncos off. So that was our AFC report of our NFL preview. I'm Luke Cheney, and this is
Jared Parker.
And thank you for tuning in on JP and Cheney in the mornings. Adios.